What's up everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Tom and today I want to talk about smartphone photography accessories and namely moment lenses, which I recently had a chance to test out and I'm pretty excited about that. And now I want to talk to you guys about how good they actually are and how you can use them in your mobile photography and videography workflow. So let's get into this. But before we get into this, just a short disclaimer. Moment did not pay me to say anything I'll say in this video. I did receive the lenses for free and I was very happy to test them out. But this is my totally honest and unbiased opinion you're hearing here. So smartphone photography is a really big deal nowadays, since our smartphones are probably the camera we carry around most of the time and they are actually capable of shooting really good photos and videos nowadays. It's obvious that a lot of people enjoy taking photos and videos on their smartphones. I for myself have long been a fan of shooting photos with my iPhone. I always liked the quality of the iPhone cameras and I also found the focal length of the iPhone cameras pretty good. And since I'm kind of a lazy person and I didn't want to carry around much additional gear, I have always been a little bit skeptical about additional lenses for smartphones. Because I kind of thought that this would destroy the whole idea of smartphone photography, that there is this small tiny camera you're carrying around most of the time in your pocket and you just pull it out, snap a picture and it's done. So if you have to like clip on a lens or something like that, this kind of didn't make any sense to me at all. But then I came across moment lenses and I've been a fan of moment lenses a long time before I even now had the chance to try them out. Because for me, Moment seemed like a really attractive and consumer orientated company. If you guys don't know, they started their first product as Kickstarter campaigns and they ran pretty good and they started the whole company out of that. And now they already launched the version 2 of their whole lens pack, which I was able to try out. Besides their really good products, they have an amazing YouTube channel that I really like and I highly recommend you guys following it, because Niles and Caleb from the Moment YouTube channel are really inspiring filmmakers for me. They are really entertaining to watch and explaining stuff about photography, videography, how to utilize the Moment lenses in your workflow. It's just really well produced content. And for me, this is something that I really appreciate. And that's the key point about Moment. For me, it always seemed like there were creators creating stuff for other creators. And this is something that I really appreciate, because I found that companies like that build much better products in the end. So as I said, Moment reached out to me and they sent me two of their lenses, the V2 wide lens and the V2 tele lens. And they also sent me some additional stuff like the iPhone carrying case that you need to put on the lenses on your phone. And they also sent me this little pouch. And my first thoughts after unpacking all these products and putting them on was that they are just really well built. I mean, look at these lenses. They are just so well built and they are solid, out of metal, really thick glass. It just feels really good and valuable, and that's something that I would want to spend money on. A product I can trust and I know is durable and sturdy and will survive like falling down and stuff like that. This is just really important because in filmmaking and photography you're often in stressful situations and stuff falls down, stuff gets lost, and this is just a normal thing, and I want everything that I have and everything I'm working with to be really sturdy and durable. This is just something important to me, and Moment totally lives up to that. When it comes to the phone case that you need to put on the Moment lenses, I think there are some of you out there who are a little bit like me. and who aren't really a fan of putting on a phone case all the time. I really haven't used any case for my iPhone for a long time, I guess for probably 4 or even 5 years. And that's because I just didn't like them. I feel like that would kind of ruin the whole iPhone experience, at least for me. So I didn't put them on. But then I got this Moment case, and I have to say, this is just a really nice case. It's made out of plastic or some kind of rubber, some kind of hard rubber maybe. And you can either have the version with the canvas back that I have, or there's some kind of wood on the back. So it looks amazing, it feels amazing, and I have to say, since I've put it on like 1 or 2 weeks ago, I haven't taken it off. And I am pretty confident that I'll just stick with the case because it protects my phone, it looks great, it's something unique that not a lot of people have, and it's really perfect for me. And the best thing about it is that if I just pull out my phone and I want to snap a picture with one of the Moment lenses, I don't have to struggle around. I just take the lens, put it on, and I'm good to go. And this is another thing that I really appreciate about Moment products. They are so easy to use. And one thing I always didn't like about the idea of clip-on lenses is that you have to find the perfect spot every time you put them on, and this can take a really long time. I've seen YouTube reviews of those clip-on lenses and people had to find the perfect spot for like minutes. And if you want to take a picture of something, it's probably gone when you have put on the lens correctly. And with these Moment lenses, every time you snap on the lens, it's in the perfect place. So there's no struggle, it's totally easy to use, it's well built. My phone already fell down with the lens attached, nothing happened to it, so it's really perfect. But speaking of money, these lenses are quite expensive. They cost something around $80 to $100, I guess, per lens, plus you have to get an extra case. So with 2 lenses and a case, you're probably around something like $200, which is really expensive for iPhone photography if you think about it. But if you're a creator and you want to utilize your phone more in your workflow, because like I did, you probably feel like you have it with you all the time and maybe you can get more out of it, then these lenses are perfect for you because, as I said, the build quality is amazing. So now let's talk about the image quality. And this is something where these lenses really surprised me and I already thought that they were good and that having some different focal lengths on having a different focal length on the iPhone would be pretty beneficial if you want to take a picture and you want to get a different perspective than with the standard camera focal length. But I was really surprised on how sharp and saturated and contrasty the photos were that I took with these lenses. So I can say that they do not lower the image quality of the iPhone camera at all. I would even say, since you have a different focal length and like a wider range of view, or with the tele lens you can get closer without having to use a digital zoom, your image quality will probably improve. And I was so amazed by the image quality that came out of these lenses that I went out several times over the last days and did some little photography tour where I just walked around on spots that I haven't visited in a long time, and I just snapped some pictures. And even though I'm really not a photographer, I mean, I'm really bad in photography, they came out pretty good, and I enjoyed the fact that I have a camera with different focal lengths, or lengths? Is it really lengths or length? Length? What's the plural of length? Never mind. I enjoyed that I have a camera that is so small as an iPhone and a different focal length and can switch between different focal lengths. Drives me nuts. You know what I mean. I enjoyed it, and after testing them out in photography, I really did want to find out what they can do with smartphone videography, because I found that the videos coming from an iPhone are pretty useful, especially if you're like a vlogger, a travel vlogger, or you just want to do some travel videos. Then this is totally enough quality in the videos for you. And since the camera is so small, what else do you want? So these lenses are just amazing in my opinion. They are quite expensive, I have to admit that, but they are totally worth the money. And now that I have tried them out, I should say that I probably should have bought them earlier already, because they are just really great and they improve my workflow a lot. I can now use my iPhone for snapping some pictures more often, and I'm already planning on doing some video work with the iPhone. Like, I will do a special monthly vlog just filmed on an iPhone with moment lenses. This is a pretty interesting project for me, but I probably talk about that enough in the video when it's out. So guys, stay tuned. I link the video up around here when it's out. Definitely check it out. I think you're gonna be amazed by the video. Also, the Moment guys will release some filter mounts for the lenses where you can attach like a polarizer or an ND filter, which is really interesting for us as filmmakers. So with that, we could always go down to a shutter speed of around 50 when filming in 24 frames per second on the iPhone. And with that, we would also get some motion blur with the iPhone, which is just amazing and makes it really easy to match iPhone footage with other camera footage. So I think I'm gonna pre-order these filter mounts. They cost, I guess, $40. And I'm just really interested in that because this is something that could make my filmmaking process a lot easier. And now that I know how good the quality of Moment products is, I'm totally in for that. So guys, as for a conclusion, are these Moment lenses something that you could utilize in your smartphone photography or filmmaking process? Definitely. If you enjoy taking pictures with your smartphone or filming stuff with your smartphone, you will probably take a lot of advantage out of the ability to switch to a different focal length. And having a really wide angle lens and a telephoto lens without having to use a digital zoom and losing quality is just so amazing and makes iPhone photography and videography so much more interesting. I highly recommend you to try out these lenses if, as I said, you enjoy utilizing your phone for your creative process. So that's it guys, I hope you found the video helpful. If you have any further questions regarding the Moment products, smartphone, photography, videography, anything like that, don't hesitate to leave them down in the comments. I really appreciate all of your feedback. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos like that, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.